Hello YouTube, welcome to another video. It's been a long time since I did the last one, so I thought let's get one done now. So I was lucky this weekend to go off toy hunting. With the tiers in the UK, it's quite tricky. We couldn't go to all the places that we usually go, so we have to be very very careful really with this COVID still around. But yes, so I have found a few items this week. So the first one we got here is the proton pack from Ghostbusters. Now I had this as a kid. There's even a picture of me wearing it. It's pretty cool. It says on the front here it's in multiple languages, which makes me believe this is actually the European version. SOS Fantomas. So yeah, this is the one I had as a kid. Pretty much the exact same one. Now, will I be selling it? Yeah, unfortunately. I'd like to keep it in my collection, and so for the time being, it's probably going to stay in my collection. It is 100% complete, just missing the inner foam. Comes with this cool badge that's often missing. Sorry, it does contain the foam. It's missing the inner cardboard, sorry. The PKE meter. I don't think it's got the ID cards. I think they're missing. They usually are missing. But yeah, really cool. Lovely bit of fun. Oh, it's going to be a shame to sell this. I had one of these before when I first started collecting, and I sold it relatively cheap, and I regretted it ever since. So now it's time to get it back into my collection for a little while, and then I'll sell it. Okay, let's see what else I got. So next up, we've got this awesome Timpo, the Midnight Special train set. It's a Wild West set. As you can tell, it comes with cowboys and Indians. I don't think the actual set comes with the figures. Does it say anything down here? Not that I can see. Batteries not included. Complete Avenger in every box. The box is pretty tatty, unfortunately, but it still looks quite good altogether. Let's have a look inside. Okay, here we go. So we've got the train track up here, so you don't need to worry about that because we all know what train track looks like. So I won't bore you with that. It's got some details here about extra things you can order. It's an order form. Order some more carriages. It's what's cool is the carriages slide open like that. You can put animals and cowboys in there. The train is in relatively good condition. Unfortunately, the engine bit looks a bit problematic. It's got major corroding on it, but I know a few ways about cleaning corrosion, so I will clear this up right now and see if I can get it working. But you've got to remember in mind it is a set probably over 50 years old now. The best thing about Timpo was it's made in plastic, so it's quite cheap. In comparison to, say, the more richer Hornby ones. I actually think some ways I prefer these sort of trains because they're more like an actual toy. I'm not a big fan of toys which aren't toys, if you know what I mean. Things which are too delicate to play with to me are just pointless. I always like toys that you can bash about a bit, even if they are a bit too fragile sometimes. But yeah, a really cool set. I imagine a lot of people had this back in the day. I imagine this is quite a popular set. Definitely on people, kids' Christmas lists. On to the next thing. So this is a toy line that was a bit of a distant memory to me. It came out in the early 90s. I think it's 1993. Now, as a kid, you usually have a toy box filled with figures and bits and bobs. And as a kid, I can always remember this dinosaur here and this weapon thing. And so, as a kid growing up, I kind of remember where I bought these. These were in what equivalent of a pound shop back in the day in Weston-super-Mare. And I remember buying this one. And I think my brother had the actual figure here, so you can basically chase the dinosaurs. I always thought this Raptor was actually from the Dino Riders line. Possibly they might have stolen the mould and redone it, but I don't think so. But yes, 6 figures here, really cool. These are all for sale. These dinosaurs are actually a bit more pricier than the actual figures, so they will be priced a bit accordingly. I always try and price as best I can. But yeah, it's really cool. I don't know why this series is not more collected, to be honest. It's a mix of Cadillacs and dinosaurs. A mix of like that kind of rock and roll sort of thing with dinosaurs. Dinosaurs were very popular back in the early 90s. Dino Riders, Jurassic Park. You had all the Transformers that became dinosaurs as well. They're really cool, and beasts and stuff. I also picked up this Action Force Muton, or Mutton, as we like to call him. The card is really nice, apart from, and his, still got his tag, but it's got some marks on it like this, which is a bit annoying, and the bubble is slightly dented. But it's a really nice displayed piece. It looked really good in the collection. Not the most expensive figure in the world. You could probably pick this up for about £25, what I'm going to be asking for it. So it's not like the most expensive thing, considering other Action Force figures are now in the hundreds. But for some reason we just keep finding these everywhere I go. Let's see what else we got. So next up we have this Battle Trolls. Big haired dudes with bad attitudes. Dude's Bullseye Troll, which I imagine is probably like a little rubber troll. This is a capture net. I didn't have this as a kid. I remember trolls being quite popular, but when I was a kid, trolls were like the ones from the 60s, that kind of like big-eyed, cute-looking things. I cannot remember anything like this. But yeah, it's still sealed, but unfortunately it's a bit bent out of shape. Yeah, pretty cool. But yeah, trolls were basically popular at the time, but not so much anymore. Cool, and then we have two puzzles. This awesome Superman the movie puzzle, 150 pieces, and then this really cool 150 piece ET puzzle. I paid, I'll tell you, a total of £14 for these pair, so £7 each, which is a bit too much on this puzzle because it's not that worth that much. Some of these vintage puzzles, they can go for a bit. These Star Wars ones go for anywhere from £10 up to like £150, depending on the ones you can find. But unfortunately, that's only worth about £10, so I'll probably make my money back if I'm lucky on that one. But this one, on the other hand, people are asking about £45 for it. Now, obviously, £45 is what they're asking, not what's sold. But there's another one that's sold, I think, for about £30, I can see. So I'll probably aim for that sort of price on this one. Pretty cool. Christopher Reeves. I think this is the French version. Superman la film. Yeah. The guy sold me to me, told me they were complete, but you always got to check, which I'll do. Cool. Let's see what else we can find. Okay, look how cool this is. This is a large Baloo from TaleSpin. Pretty cool. You don't see these around. The funny thing is, it's a toy line that people just want to get hold of and they just can't. They remember the show, they remember the theme tune, they remember how much they loved it. They think, oh, I'll just go on eBay and buy the toy I had, and they cannot find it, for the love of God. It's incredible, really, because I remember having the good guys plane and the bad guys. My brother had the bad guys plane, so I basically had this plane here. Yeah, Baloo from kind of Jungle Book, really. It was a TV series made by Disney. This one here is basically mint in box. It's just the box has been opened, unfortunately. Somebody kind of opened up and looked inside, but his hat is still attached, and he's pretty cool. He's in really good condition. Apart from the box is a bit tatty, which is a real shame. It says collector figure on top, which is a bit unusual because you'd have thought back in the day you wouldn't refer to toys as collector's toys back in 1991, 92 when this came out. Really, really cool. TaleSpin. So this will be for sale. It's going to be quite expensive, to be honest, because you cannot find them. Not really sure what I'm going to price it at yet. It's going to be double what I paid for it, I believe. easily, just because I need to get some money back on this lot, and this one will bring the money back mainly. Really lovely figure. Really, really cool. You're just not going to find them. You can look on eBay now, they rarely turn up. You might find one loose if you're lucky, or sold in the last 6 months, but they just don't come up. Cool, say goodbye to Blue, because they're on to the last pickup of the day. So when I was told that this was for sale, I kind of jumped on it really. I'm on a big Ghostbuster binge right now. And when I was told the graded Ghostbuster figures were up for sale, I just had to have them. The problem about these graded figures is there's a bit of a backlash against them because people don't like the idea that a third party has basically decided that this figure is graded this particular number out of 100 or 10, whatever it is. Which is fair enough, I understand the argument. But the problem is, when you go to sell these figures, when you have a graded 90, you're going to get the higher amount. If you get a graded 80, you get lower. Quite simply, because obviously it's better condition. But when you come to sell things, I think the authentication is worth more than the actual value of the actual graded number. The graded number doesn't bother me as much. It's the fact that it's authenticated as real and sealed. And so this is one of the reasons why I bought this. I absolutely love this. This is Janine, and the Fright Features line. She's actually a figure that I've had loads of Fright Features figures before, but I've only ever had one of her before. If you're interested, it's graded Y90. I looked it up, and Y means that the case is yellowed, which I do not understand because that is crystal clear and I've looked at it many times. This one will be staying in my collection for now. I might sell my ungraded figure. I absolutely love the Ghostbusters toy line, and it's going up in price. People are getting so hooked on it now. And next year when the movie comes out, I imagine it's going to explode. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it as always. Sorry there hasn't been many videos recently. I've been very busy with eBay, selling stuff on eBay. The toy fairs are obviously still closed because of COVID, so I've been selling stock on eBay and Facebook groups. If you'd like to visit our own Facebook group, it's Time Tunnel Toys UK. We have a page and a group now, and you can visit us on Instagram as well, Time Tunnel Toys UK. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it as always, and happy hunting. Stay safe.